Hi, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Love and Everything in Between. Hi, welcome back again. My name is Bio Arimoro, and with me here is my husband, Rogba Arimoro. Yes, you can. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about careers. So I think I would start with my current career. I'm a producer, film and TV producer, but that's not what I actually started with, but we'll get into that. My husband, what are you?
Film and TV producer.
I knew we count his
I'm
finger.
a director. I'm a creative consultant.
Hey,
I do a little bit of graphic design on the side.
let me sip tea.
I'm just multi-talented like that.
So some people are bloody show offs, but it's fine.
We both work in film
And TV. Yes. So let's just like
that's
that.
where we are.
But we didn't actually start out with film and TV.
No.
So what did you start out with?
So I started out in a boy band.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. In my room with a group of guys.
Really? Nobody was gay, though.
But we started out in a boy band, it was like hip hop, rap, singing, all those things. We did everything. We were really whack, except for one guy. He's gone on to, have a music career, an actual one outside Nigeria.
Okay.
The rest of us have, moved on to
Branched
other
into
things. So
things.
then, I was a record label executive for a really long time. I ran a company called Night House, and we had a couple of artists. Under that, I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, that's when it twisted in that period.
She was our roadie.
Yeah.
I didn't say groupie, roadie, like
what's the difference?
Manager. Like you're the one that helped us manage, like when we were going around and
Are
things.
you trying to be smart with me? Roadie is really road manager.
She used to help us with things.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, I worked in advertising for a bit.
Yeah, that was quite
It was more traumatic for her than it was for me, because she wouldn't see me for like days on end, and everybody was always complaining, and then they almost tried to kill me on top of the work. Then eventually I decided to pursue my passion, which is directing and producing for film and television, and that's what I do right now. Over to you.
So great, and all of that. So I started out as a makeup artist. So I would say I've really been in the production field for a longer time than you have. So yes. Yeah, so I started as a makeup artist, and
Clap back, Moody. Clap back.
and I found my love for production while I was a makeup artist, but it wasn't like the road was smooth, because like we said earlier, I left my job, I was at home, and then I tried to come back into the makeup industry, and wasn't quite working out
Things
well.
have changed.
Yes, things had actually changed. Life had moved on,
Small girls were doing things that
Excuse me, don't rub it in. I was young.
were contouring.
So
things.
that didn't quite work out. And then there was that whole time where there was a whole space where I didn't know what I wanted to do year in, year out. Pierre, what do you want to do? I don't know. I think I want to do this. But that didn't quite work out. And eventually I realized that I had a flair for production.
Wait.
And then,
Sorry, I have a question.
yes.
So, how did you get into production?
So there's this friend of mine, Uche.
No, you did not.
So I had a very supportive. My husband was very supportive, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to go into production? Okay, I can call someone for you. I know that's what he wants to hear. I can call someone for you, but it's okay. Somebody shall believe in me." And
Door opener.
hey, God, I really didn't want to say this.
Yeah, so you want to get into production, call me. Just call me.
It's all right. So basically, I started out production, and I haven't regretted it since. So that's that for our careers. But I know people would want to know how we've been able to kind of balance it, because seeing now that we were not in the same field and being in the same field, so what was different then, and and how is it now?
How do okay, so the thing is, like, we noticed that a career is the career is a really important thing when it comes to relationships, because so I remember when I was working in advertising, and it used to be a massive nightmare for her, because
I'll be calling my husband, I'll be telling me can't talk right now in a meeting. Hey, Jesus.
Bringing on the bacon. Anyway, Sha. But you know, being able to work apart was comfortable.
Yeah, because I was in my own.
She was in her
world. He was in his world. And then when you come home, like, this is what happened today on my set. Hey, you know, but it kind of stopped.
When we started working together in
2019? No, 2020. It was 2020. It was 2020.
When we started working together in production, you know, I just assumed that, you know, everybody was going to do their thing, but somehow, you know, life has a funny way of just working out.
Back to the
so we find that, you know, we end up working well together.
Am I putting words in your mouth?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
No.
Okay.
We end up working well together. And but there have been challenges, that's the truth.
Definitely.
It's quite challenging, you know, working in the same industry with the person that you're married to. And
do you think I get favorisms when
favoritism?
You see, can't even you are correcting me again. Do you think I get favoritism when we work together?
So I think at the beginning, yes. But I think now, I mean, a lot of people have worked with you. You've worked with people that I don't even know.
Okay.
And now it's basically because
prove myself.
Yes, you prove yourself, and it's by virtue. But I mean, once in a while, you know, when people meet you and you say Rogba's wife.
That's why I do not introduce myself as Rogba's wife. I just say my name is Bio.
But there have been challenges.
A lot of challenges, because there are times I want to kill him on sets. There are times I can't yell.
How about there's bringing work home?
How do I bring work home?
No, I'm just saying there's bringing work home. You know, like how.
Give an example.
So, for example, you know.
Nothing comes to mind.
I know, like, you know, I have to tell her certain things on set. You know, I have to say, like, you know, Auntie, you did this thing, it's not working, you need to get it done this way, period. I don't want to hear anything about it. Just get it done. Don't tell me, don't give me excuses. You know, I can do that at work. And then, you know, as you're entering the house, I think she's tired. Maybe I could have said that thing a little softer.
You know, you think?
So you get into the house and, you know, somebody's just, yeah.
I don't know who he's talking about.
So, how about, I want to, like, is there anything to eat? Yeah, there is. Where's the thing to eat? It's in the fridge. Is there any, I don't know, you can check. You know, you're just getting, you know, so sometimes that does happen. Sometimes. But
you do it as well. It's not one-sided.
No, but I don't do it based on work. I just do it.
You do it, you do it generally?
Not generally, sometimes, but it's not about work. My point is, sometimes it can be hard to draw that line and not bring work. And this, I think it applies
to everybody.
To everybody, whether you're working in the same
industry or not. Yeah.
There's a tendency to come home with the emotion, the aggression, or whatever it is that you're coming home with work. Okay. And I think it's a bit more difficult when you're working together, because then you are definitely
going to see each other at
home. Yeah. Just like you said. But one of the things that has really helped us is we've told each other that, look, when we're at work.
Yeah.
It's not, people actually don't know that we're married. I mean, I've had sets where we finished and, you know, maybe someone sees a kid. There was that one.
There's this joke. Yeah. So I came to visit him on one set, and I was talking with everyone generally, and the lady goes, oh, you have kids? I don't know what we're talking about. She's like, oh, do I have kids? I was like, oh yeah, a boy and a girl. She's like, oh, that's so funny because Rogba also has kids. Yeah. So do your kids play together?
Your kids have play dates together.
Does Rogba's kids have play dates with your kids? I said I would assume so, because unless he has kids I don't know of, I would like to know now. She's like, oh my God.
You guys are married? What? Like, and I think we do a pretty good job of trying to
be professionals once
that when you're on set, you're professional. And I think that is something everybody needs to learn.
Imbibe.
Yeah. Just, I mean, you work together, that's great, but everyone should understand that when we're working, it's work.
Yeah.
And when you're at home,
It's
yeah, it's play.
Like I also asked that. Remember, because we were working in different fields, and then we just got married, so the family balance thing will work because our hours were really really crazy. So how did you think we were able to balance it and not? So we might have been able to balance initially, but I'm sure at some point there was a little bit of strain.
Yes,
in the relationship.
There's
So
always going to be, but I think we've been able to work at it because we have actually just made the decisions together. And I think that's one of the key things. It's not about one person laying down the law and saying, this is how I'm going to do this, or this is how this is going to go. You are going to stay at home. I am going. No, that's not how it works.
But you told me to stay at home.
No, we agreed to stay at home.
We did?
Yes.
We agreed?
Yes, we agreed.
I had a promising career. You said I should stay at home and take care of our child. That's my version.
Let's give it context. So, number one, I did not want a child. I told you categorically, no children. You said no, you must have child. You must have child. Why are you a woman if you cannot have child? I don't know how that makes you a woman.
I was very
whatever. So we had child. Now, person that says she wants child was now working 5 to maybe 5 the next morning or something.
No.
Well, it was maybe 12 midnight. I picked you on 3rd Milan Bridge at 12 midnight before.
That was 1 a.m.
1 a.m. So she said she wanted child. Then we had child. Then Auntie's working job that requires this thing. So what I ended up doing was taking care of.
So you actually had experience?
No. I wasn't complaining.
Okay.
When Tenny was born, he was really sickly. He was always falling sick. And was always having those issues. So at a point in time, it was easy for me at that point because I was running Night House. I was doing my business. I could carry him take him
anywhere because
with me to work and everything. Yes, but at a point in time that changed, and when that changed, it was more difficult for me to do that. And I felt, like we had had this balance at that point, and then the time had come for the balance to shift a bit. And you didn't have a problem with it because I remember.
Then.
As you are looking back now, it's not.
Yes.
But you did have a problem then. So I said, I think the balance has to change. This is what I'm doing now. So it's time for one person to sit at home. So should I stay home and, you'll be bringing in the salary and all that? And you said, no, your salary is better than mine at this point. So I will stay home. And how is this my fault?
I don't know, you're talking very small. Normally when you're very sure of yourself, your voice is loud.
No, I'm trying to be polite.
Polite, okay.
But I think for more context, we should talk to another set of people who have seemingly been able to do this successfully without any issues.
Yes. Do you think we're a power couple?
So I think if we have to say that's we're a power couple. So I think we should let everybody else decide whether we're a power couple or not. Okay, then. I love you.
All right. So so just so that we've given our own perspective on what we think or how our careers have
impacted our
marriage and all of that. But would also like to hear from our very good friends,
amazing
people, lovely couple.
Lovely couple. You guys love them too.
You love them.
Not as much as we do, but you guys love them.
Sweetheart. You know how they used to say Hollywood sweetheart. Washiri, your dear.
Maybe we should try. Do research and sweetheart.
Call Nollywood sweetheart, Abby.
But we'll find out. Let's do
doing this last week. Yeah. So we'll be right back on love and everything in between.
We have our very good friends in the building.
Yay!
They're gonna come in and
Do we want them to guess who? But there's no need.
No, there's no need.
Okay, so let's just introduce them.
So we have, I'll have said Nigeria, but Africa's very own
Nollywood sweetheart
Ibrahim
and my yellow pawpaw
Suleiman in the building. So guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Catch her legs. Can you see the way I'm just gliding into the show?
Thank you so much. Catch her legs.
No, she means
like catch her.
like
yellow. Appreciate it. Women supporting women.
Oh, take it there.
Thank you.
With legs.
Yes, now.
Yellow.
You have to show how yellow it
This is
is.
stroking your leg.
She knows. She gets it.
Bio knows how to take care of my legs.
Sorry. You're catching up.
Right.
There's a lot of
I didn't get this memo.
There's a lot that
I didn't get this.
obviously you and I do not get it.
Thanks guys
Guys
for
for
coming.
coming.
here.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
See you guys. Call and we'll come running.
Yeah.
So
We
today,
need to work on our Nollywood sweethearts.
so that's people will just see us and say,
Oh,
"Oh, they're so
they're
cute
so
together."
Yeah.
Not that guy is wicked.
Why do you keep
These
thinking
girls-
that this? Why do you keep thinking that they will say you are wicked?
I don't know.
Are you
Just-
wicked in another life?
Look, we heard from behind when where we were being held till you people called us in. Rogba, you're in trouble.
He's dead. Abi.
I
He's tombstone.
I'm right behind you, brother.
Die. You want to die?
No, like from afar.
Yeah, okay.
Like I might not be like in case, just in case the person's shot is
It's-
off.
Yeah, you know.
You know, there's,
So you won't catch
so I'll
it?
just say, hey, I'll just.
Okay.
But I got you, man.
Rogba, the abandonment.
You'll be slow and painful.
Yeah, Joe, man.
Okay.
Aww.
That's wisdom.
Am I getting my yachts?
So you guys heard like the conversation we're having,
Yeah.
and it's interesting because you guys work together, work in the same industry, and you guys have a kid,
So pretty much
a young
us
kid. So us,
back then, but in a more current year.
Mm.
Do you get so?
and nice apple. That's very. I just put that in there.
I think the challenges we had were peculiar to us because we were also in the same industry. Do you think you guys faced those same challenges?
But what has your experience been?
Being basically. Look, that look is I have a lot to say.
Well, I don't think we really had. We do have challenges. We do have challenges, but the difference between us and them
Sorry.
is
Serious man.
Come on.
from the very beginning we agreed we're getting a nanny.
Straight up.
Ibrahim, you have
Straight up.
Nollywood sweetheart.
From the very beginning, because I already had a career that I was not going to. I was going to.
Backtrack on.
Yes,
Wait. Eh?
we both
We
wanted.
both. No, me.
So
I'm going to be honest. I practically had baby fever, like even before I got married. Like
That was
I
the difference.
It was bad. But let's be honest. Let me remind you
Okay.
that
Ibrahim, know some people are dying today. Don't join them.
No. Say it, please.
I will leave.
I want to hear this.
Okay, so what I was going to say
Yeah.
in revised terms
No, say it. No, just say it.
is that
I'm joking. Say it.
is that if we're being completely honest,
Okay.
you were ready to say, you know what, this career, I will put it on hold.
So that
For the-
if push comes to shove.
Yes. And then we had a conversation where I said, that's not gonna happen. Simply because happy wife, happy life. And gaskiya, I do not want a situation where this young lady wake up one day when I'm getting ready to go to work and then she looks at me and then I just wake up. I just wake up in the at the pearly gates. Like one moment you're putting on your pants, next moment you're
Okay, so I have a question.
In
This
heaven.
has just
For you.
this has put a question in my head. So is it that women are tailored or wired to feel like they have to backpedal on their career? I know there's some very epic career women, but do you think it's the way we're brought up with?
Yeah,
we
I think
feel
it's the society.
Yeah.
We have been is nurture and to a very good degree nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like as soon as you have a child, you just want to be there for that child. You know, it's like having a newborn, a new toy.
yeah.
You want to be
Spend time.
spend time on that toy. So it's like that for a newborn baby. You want to be there.
around.
Yes.
So
Until it now dawns on you.
Ironically, guess who?
I know where this. I know.
Guess who the maternal one is?
Yeah, from
For someone who did not want to have
It's
kids.
so strange.
yeah.
Like I hear my children from inside my sleep.
So there was this day. There was this day where we were both in the room and someone was screaming or crying. They were older. They were much older, but I didn't hear it. And then he just kept saying, "Can't you hear?" Like, no. And then he goes downstairs. He comes back like, "Oh, Amiko was screaming." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You know, your maternal instincts are quite so." Like I've owned this. I've owned it. Yes.
But let me not take away from
So-
this question.
So challenges.
The challenges.
at the
career
beginning.
wise,
Yes, career wise.
at the beginning,
And then how did that affect your marriage?
Okay, so one of the things that I believe has really helped us is the fact that, and I'm glad that it has rubbed off on the young lady. I will take full credit for this.
Wow.
Is the fact that dialogue, constant dialogue, is key. Look at them, look at them, look at them. If we don't know that, okay, let me not say it. But when we first met, you're almost the kind of person who can be upset at you and not feel like it is her responsibility or she should go through the stress of having to bring it up and talk about it. She could just freeze you out. Like the shoulder will be so cold that you can just ice your ice everything that you want on
kind
her
of
shoulder.
familiar.
Yeah, I am aware. I know of this. So, but I told her from the beginning that I can't.
Wait, hold. Felt kind of familiar. Who does that?
She does that. Are you joking?
Onion, heel,
like,
like solving puzzle.
Like,
what is the problem?
Oh,
How about you just tell me what the problem is?
It's not. It's
and let's talk.
It's so quick if I tell you. Let's process it.
I
Please
refuse to.
Carry on.
So anyway,
You refuse to stereotype the
yes,
situation.
thankfully, somebody has done a lot of hard work on herself,
Good.
and today it has gotten to the point where sometimes I'm just like, what, I'm pissed off and I don't talk about it. And she's like, no, bro,
We're gonna
you're gonna talk about it. And I'm like, so yeah, I'm glad that has happened. And then there are just a little, there are just things that happen now, and I'm like, that's new, that has changed. This guy, wow, look at you. But I think right now our biggest challenge is time.
Yeah.
It is.
So how do you manage it?
We still haven't managed it.
I love
So we
that.
still haven't figured it out.
Okay.
And obviously I'm the one who ends up feeling guilty because somebody just makes me feel guilty, like I'm the only one who's working hard.
And it's not only one person.
She's on
that
3
is
different
married
projects at the
now.
same time right now. I'm on just 2.
She's on how many?
3.
3.
Why are you saying the just? What's the difference between 3 and 2?
1.
A whole one. There's some people who don't even have the one to be on. You get me?
That was really good.
Do you understand?
This is me planning for the future.
Yes.
Just in case I get pregnant.
16. High 5 day.
Just in case I get pregnant again.
Why are you
Since
taking,
I
why are you taking the high
have
five?
jobs.
Yes.
Then. Yes.
Babe, why are you collecting that high five? Please let it be known
Dance.
that somebody
Uh-huh.
was responsible for planning the something in case.
You are proud.
I'm honest. I get how it looks
You
like
are
I'm
proud.
but
I
I'm
don't
honest.
like that you are proud.
You love me, baby.
No, I love you, but I don't like
That's
that.
what
you're
that matters.
proud.
So, at the end of the day,
Okay.
at the end of the day, the plan is for her to, put as many different projects in the oven before we put a bun in the
Oven, I get
So
you.
that's what so I did that. So that when it's
happens.
happening, she has work that is popping out over that period.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
so fingers crossed.
Would you say you would want her to, because I know because she's in front of the TV, obviously pregnancy can't be hidden. So like, is there like a time frame to, like, if she gets, okay, like if you guys get pregnant, let's say early next year, so you're giving her 6 months before, or the minute she starts showing it's off,
What's off?
like you now go and rest.
The work will reduce.
Is it left for him to see?
No, no.
No, she means you. When she says you, she meant us. It's what you're looking at me when you said it.
Me.
Yes.
The person actually carrying the baby. Okay.
I'm very sorry.
So it depends. It depends on if it's showing. If
Okay.
it's not showing, of course I'll continue working until I know it's showing or I'm getting
So
really.
you start waddling.
No, I'm not waddling.
Like they don't talk about.
Yes. So I would decide to stop.
Okay, so
when I get tired.
Okay, so you mentioned, or he mentioned, that you're on 3 projects and he's on 2. With Keon in the picture, how right now, how's it been?
And then
Because you also mentioned time.
yeah, and then even from when Keon was born, how did that affect your career? Because now you're saying you'll have to take time out, but then
Yeah.
So-
How did you manage? Who earns more?
So at first it was high. It was like, but now over the last couple of years,
Let's not say over the last couple of years, baby. When I carry Belle, you were earning like you see the zeros.
So it's time for another challenge, and today we are going to.
Hey, I'm always afraid for these things. I don't know why.
Why?
So we're gonna play the
Dress up game. Is dress up?
so we're gonna play the dress up game
Yes.
where each person has to pick what exactly it is that they are going to wear
Blindfolded.
blindfolded.
Yes.
So
Here goes. Can I get my blindfold,
blindfold,
please?
so let's start with this. Okay, left or right?
I don't like the fact that the crew is not ready.
Next one.
He's not
left
reacting.
or right? There you go.
Ah.
Left or right? One final.
Okay, final one.
Left or right? All right.
How am I sure you're not switching this thing?
I'm not. Okay,
All
let's
right,
go.
so it's my turn now.
Yes.
Can I have the blindfold, please? So, left or right?
I don't. It doesn't seem like there's a good. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's a good option. Who was laughing?
Left or right? Okay. Left or right?
I'm suspicious.
No, don't worry. Sorry. Just okay. Left or right? Okay, great.
Hello everyone, my name is Teniola Arimoro and I am here to show you the results of the dress up challenge. I would like to give a warm welcome to my mommy. As you can see, she looks very stylish in her outfit. And for some reason, her trousers on.
It's not my size.
Now, it is a very amazing look, and I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Yay!
Now, I would like to welcome the next person who got the short end of the stick, Daddy. Daddy is
Left you speechless.
I don't even know what this is supposed to be.
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
What?
Your mama made me do
But
it.
what I can say is he has some very stylish posing and amazing hair. So I give it a 4 over 10.
Yay! Mommy wins.
Honestly, the competition is
Okay. All right, guys.
Thank
So
you for being a part of the challenge.
yes, and Ayamikun joins us. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and
I'm gonna win next time. I'm gonna get her back.
Daddy's gonna win.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
so we'll see you on another episode of Love and Everything in Between. Thank you.
So we ended up.
What happened?
Hey, this AC matter is a problem. Man, just run in and run out.
Give us fun, no. Give us fun. Let's hide it here.
But you see what when I have the questions, how it helps.
Who are you calling?
Mm-hmm. So what's the last question?
Dialogue. Constant
Dad.
dialogue is key. Hey, look at it. When we first met, you're the kind of person who can be upset at you and not feel like it is her responsibility or she should go through the stress of having to bring it up and talk about it. She could just freeze you out.
Okay, so you mentioned, or he mentioned that you're on 3 projects and he's on 2. With Keon in the picture, how right now, how's it been?
And then
Because you also mentioned time.
I hate having to say it, but it is what it is. He's a, he's a lockdown baby.
Oh yeah, during the lockdown.
So
okay.
by the time he arrived, there was still like 2 months left,
Okay.
you know, of lockdown. I started work because we got a special permit to start, you know.
Tell me.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
this was my
that
producer on that project that she used to bully me and bite me on the chest.
Wow.
Yeah, she's probably my favorite producer. But you know, yeah. So moving on. So I started work, and it was still tough.
Okay.
Because of the restrictions, I couldn't be going to work and coming back home. So I was away from home.
Aww.
You know, thankfully my producer, who used to bully me
waiting for that.
and harass my peace, would actually get someone to and
You see, these are the perks of when you're the one that is hands-on with these people that you wait with them. Can you see now?
can you guys take this
Somewhere else?
somewhere? Can we do this?
No, we've promised not to bring work here. Okay, so no work here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
continue.
Anyway, so it was still really tough.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we had grandma, we had my sister's-in-law, but he was such a handful.
I can
know.
imagine.
Nobody tells us.
No, see, he was such a handful. It literally took 5 adults.
Huh?
Yes, myself, Ihoma, grandma, Chidima, and Chinere,
5 adults to do what?
to keep Keon
Balance.
happy and smiling.
Okay,
For
so
the first
what
3
if
months.
your sister-in-laws were not available?
Ah, they had to be.
They had to do it. There was no, see, you know, what's the other guy on social media that, you know, used to plan and you do his hand like this? Listen, we knew that we would not be able to handle it on our own. So we'd already
Plan.
track
I think
everybody.
my mom also knew because she kept insisting that my sisters come and stay
Yeah.
with me.
Oh, right.
So the last 2 months
She's
of
not around.
pregnancy,
Somebody must be
they
around.
were my sisters-in-law were both around.
So one question I wanted to ask you was, did you have to stop work for a while though? After you
After you gave birth, because
And
the ban was lifted. He
how was that?
working.
What did you guys have a discussion about that? How did you understand? I just want to know what that
Okay.
process was like.
So, like he said, it was during the COVID lockdown that we got pregnant. So, and luckily for us, the company where we work at, they told us. So 6 months before I even gave birth, I was already on maternity leave.
Okay.
Oh wow,
A whole 6 months.
that's a lot.
Boredom won't kill me. Jesus. I remember the only time
Should I play games with me?
Guy.
Like this one
lot.
never used to pick up the control
A
pad
lot.
before. She started playing games
I
with me.
was
She was bored.
And Ibro was so finicky about the COVID that I couldn't step out balcony.
Oh.
Come back.
It's
You're
actually
pregnant.
balcony.
The only time I was allowed out was
For going for
antenatal
oh, aye.
to go and check.
Well,
And guess what?
fine now.
When I'm going out, third main
Just
language.
come.
That's how I'll bring out my head. I'll be saying, hey.
It's just to behave like a puppy. She'll put the window down, stick her head out, and be like, just there like,
We outside.
I don't know this person.
Screaming, yeah. So that happened, and after Kian was born, 4 months
Okay.
because I had the agreement that your maternity leave does not extend more than 4 months. If it does, they're going to cut my salary. I said, people, girl, I need the money. So I stayed 4 months and I went back to work.
And how was that? Because obviously 4 months you're still breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Was there any reason as well?
Resentment.
Yeah.
Like when he comes home and he has things to talk about and everything, and he asks you what you do, like Kion poop.
Yes, there was resentment that he was going out and I was staying at
Yeah.
home and taking care of the kid, the baby, and he was just there having
his life.
fun.
So,
I called it fun.
so do you know what's happened? Sometimes something really fun will happen on set.
Hey.
And normally I'll just, pick up the phone and be like, meanwhile,
Guess
that's
what
how. So I don't pick up the phone and wait, hold up, guy.
This can be
Nothing
used
happened.
against you.
This
can be used
can and
against
will
you.
be used against
But
you.
you still caught him. He still caught up with you because
ma'am.
he will now be gisting. He won't tell me the gist. Will now be gisting. I said, oh, that's how I told you now.
She'll now be like,
You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me.
but wait. On the flip side, there were situations where mommy
Of
brain
course,
had kicked in.
blame it on mommy brain.
When I would have
Stop
told you
doing
about
it.
something, I could not give her full gist. And then later, when the gist pops up again, she'll be like, no, you didn't tell me. I'm like, bruh, I told you. Thankfully.
You will not let it go. You will not let it
No,
go.
when I'm right, I never let it go. Thankfully, sometimes I used to prefer to chat than to call.
She have evidence.
Baba, I would just open what's
You
tab.
used to whip out evidence.
I would just search the keywords.
Whip out evidence.
So right,
Get
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I would just search the matter. I think, can you see? She not be like,
So yeah, there was a little resentment, but he made it up
Okay.
to me
Okay.
by paying me monthly.
yeah.
That's
it's past.
Not just monthly. I think every job he gets, I get 10% of that job,
really
so that I don't.
I like that.
I have.
Yeah, that's nice.
For what? That's it for what? Next time. The next one.
For young couples.
See, if you let me tell you what to do, let me tell you to Rogba, you're my brother and I love you. But my darling, since he didn't put you on the salary when you weren't working,
Yeah.
this is what you should do. Every check that he gets, collect 10% in perpetuity. That's what we do.
Oh, they calling out.
However, there's a caveat.
What's the caveat? Why can't you just give me good news once?
Because it's my brother now.
Whose side are you on?
Side of justice.
Hey, you do realize that this is our Oga. Last.
Hey.
But you know when you get that,
What's
EP
the
gig.
caveat? What's the caveat?
No, she tends to figure out ways to, in little ways, just spoil me a little. From that. No, I mean from that.
From the same money.
Yeah. So in a way,
You did job.
Do that already,
I know.
yes. But I like that 10%. So baby.
Are you with child?
He's not, no, he said in in English, yeah.
Perpetuity.
You have
Yeah.
to start from the point of I've deprived you of something. What have I done?
We're not doing that 10-year thing that you have to enjoy for 10 years.
No, that was for life.
Wait. When it's 8 more years to go. Yes, the road is still far. 8 more years.
I am done.
8 more years. But
I'm done.
So it's something I want to get your opinion about. So most people always pretend like what girlfriends or women can't. Is it pretend? I want to say it properly so I'm not misunderstood. So when I was earning a lot, when he was picking up his business and they were trying to get him funds to build the record label and all, I was the one that had an income. So, and for me, my income was more of a late down, like, so perception, nobody knew this. So I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So does that also apply to you? Like, okay, so when you were earning before you got pregnant, was your money our money? Because he left his industry to come into the film industry and pick up. So obviously things might not have been that rosy. Now, so I think my question is in two parts. What's your opinion about it? Is this something you did? And then do you think it should be known? Because people don't let it be known. Then when there's yawa, and it was me that used to run the house, that comes up a lot because my career was much better. You understand? So like so should people know? And I feel I think my opinion is I don't think people should know, and I don't think if an issue happens you now announce it. But that's my opinion. I'm curious to know.
Yeah, I think it depends.
Depends. So I'm curious to know.
For me, I would always give what's the word where you want to praise somebody and say, "Oh, now you do it for me." I always give credit. That easy word.
Baby.
I will always give credit to my parents.
Okay.
Because I grew up from a home that has values. Family was very important to them. So I watched my mom and my dad handle the family and the finances of everything together.
Okay.
I watched how my mom would, even if it was my mom who did it, and we knew it was my mom who did it, my dad would get the praise.
Okay.
She won't say, because she wants her husband to look a certain way.
Yes.
So I grew up in that kind of home and environment and all. And even there are some things that my dad wasn't the one who did it, or was the one who did it, but my mom would take credit for. So you don't have to announce it. So if that was the advice my parents gave us when we were about to get married, one of the advice my parents, I said, don't let people outside know what's going on in your home. If you are having difficulty or anything financially, sort it out within yourself. Nobody should know where the money is coming from. So yeah, I have that mentality. We have it now. So now he sorts out all the bills. Sorts out all the bills. I am very, but I am very open.
When is this husband matter?
I am very open to telling him how much I make, so that we can have it out there, because we have accounts where things have to go into plans. So this is how much I'm making from here. Okay, this is how much is going here. This is how much is going here. This is how much is my own.
Yes.
Okay. So we know that.
So we had a lot of conversations while we're dating.
So this part of it.
Then you
Sweetheart.
Let me
Let this
Rogba, let your right palm, let gravity work.
let it go.
Yes.
wig you.
So,
All right. Yeah.
has gravity let your
Now I don't think give it.
my good man?
Let's do
So
So this is the magic. We must learn this sweetheart.
it's working.
You put your hand like
Uh-huh.
hold one hand in the middle. Oh, this thing, woman.
Uh-huh.
Show this market.
Perfect.
See, I've got it.
That's
Take
it.
image. Take a picture. BTS.
BPS.
Take a picture. Thank you. God bless.
So we had a lot of that's one of the things I feel like we are grateful for.
Okay.
That while we're dating, we used to talk a lot.
So you are one of those list people.
So we did technically we didn't have a list.
We didn't have a list.
But when we started doing counseling, that's when we
No. You know when
Oh, danger is coming.
You know when they are calling your number at the lottery, you have to answer. Can we continue? Yes, bring it. Uh-huh.
So it was
So
doing
you
counseling.
have the list.
Yeah.
You are talking everything.
We don't have list.
But it was yes.
Yeah.
You people are sharp talking through everything,
all
every
scenarios.
single thing.
Yeah.
Possibilities. What
Yes.
happened?
Yes.
Was it a bad thing?
Nobody died.
Thank you.
It worked. Because during
how you
counseling,
There.
You put your hand.
Let's continue this sweetheart. Let's go.
so during counseling, that was when we realized that almost everything that were potential,
Triggers.
Pitfalls.
we had those conversations already. I was raised by my mother. My parents split up when I was about 7, so I didn't have the 2-parent type thing, But there's something important that my mother used to do. I knew how much my mother made
Bedtime.
every month because she used to have her pay slip delivered to the house.
Okay.
Um,
Was that intentional?
yeah, so where she worked, they had the option of either getting it at work
Okay, or at the house.
they deliver it to the house. So this is delivered to the house, and most of the time, I mean the day when the things show. So at some point, she's like, "Why didn't you open it?" I'm like,
Privacy.
and then so she would open it and then would have a list of stuff that we needed to do for the house, for my siblings, for myself, for her, and then we'd check. Later, I realized that the reason why she stood that is so that nobody would have any unrealistic
Expectations.
You understand? Because Oga,
This
you
is
know
what
what
I
it
want.
is.
You
So if
cannot
your
come and tell
siblings
me you
are
want to
saying
buy
they want,
too much.
You to
Yes.
talk to
tell them, talk to your siblings.
Okay.
So from a very young age, I learned how to be responsible financially and how
Good.
to plan and make sure that if it's not possible, it's not possible. And then even if it's possible, if it's not necessary, plan
Ahead.
ahead. Exactly.
You started.
And then she used to always tell me that it's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Yeah,
sure.
So we used to prioritize. Even if we do not need it, let's try and have it
Have
in
it.
peace. So, but
And
then when I started,
she always was in agreement.
yes.
Okay.
And then when I met her dad, the first conversation he and I had, we actually even talked about stuff like that. And then he broke it down and everything. And then spending time with her parents, it's a very simple template that they have worked all their lives. And it's working.
Great.
I mean, this one, if she has her way, she would probably. Okay, let me not say it.
Okay.
No, say it.
Yeah, still a daddy's girl. Like she's such her dad is like her hero. So the shoes are big,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to.
He's trying. No,
So I wanted
give
to
you your flowers.
also. I mean, this is the career episode. So let's talk about your careers. So both of you work in the same industry. I mean, what is that like? What are the challenges of working in the same industry?
Kissing scenes.
Is there favoritism?
So, how we doing it? Time. So, scheduling. we have to plan our scheduling.
It's exhausting.
Like we have 5 days in a week, apart from Saturday and Sunday. We might be working as well. But within that 5 days in a week, I have to have one day, or he has to have one day that we can spend together.
Like both of you have said.
Yes.
WhatsApp.
On that day, we are not working.
Mm.
See this day?
We don't always achieve that aim, Sha.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
because
but you're
most of the
working
time it's
towards
my
it.
fault, Sha.
Yes.
It's your fault.
It's a plan.
It's most
Yeah.
of the time. But
Then on this day, you are not working, I'm not working, so that we can spend time with Keon and as a family.
Mm.
Or he's not working, I'm working, he's with Keon. I'm working, I'm not working, he's working, I'm with
You're with
Keon.
Keon.
And if both of us are working, God bless you, Chidema. She's at home.
no, look.
She's
See.
there, she's with the nanny, and she's always hands on. Or if she's not available, I will ship the nanny and my boy to my
To your
parents, and they'll stay there.
Okay.
Or it depends on when we will have to travel as well.
Boy.
I have to make sure I am not working that period when he has to travel.
Okay.
So that
Someone is
and
available.
vice- yes.
And that has worked so far.
Well, how,
has
how,
so
how-
far.
so with producers and all that, like, do you feel like you get favoritism because of
Funny
each
enough,
other?
no. So here's the truth, and it's wild, but it's true. But a couple of people have actually told me that. So, we're very open and out there about who we are to each other and how we feel about each other. And I've been told this by my colleagues and then by my employers a couple of times. That is actually not helping,
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Oh, wait.
What's not helping?
What's not helping?
us being so.
Into each other. They'll be like,
How?
I haven't given you guys this gist. I think I'm giving
Are
Robert
you
this
just-
gist.
I
Camera.
don't-
It's an off-camera.
No, it's
joke.
not an off camera.
No, it's not. It's not really.
Right.
So, what it mostly is they'll tell you, like I've been told by some of my colleagues, and they're like, bro, I'm married too. And the reason why I'm not out there about it is because when the audience is watching, the ladies who are watching want to imagine themselves as the lady you're playing these scenes with.
Okay.
You understand?
like Bridgerton.
Like, don't make me expose you here. I ban for you. Come on, go on. And when it's so top of mind for them that you are married to someone that they know,
can only see
and they can only see you like that. It's difficult for them to connect with you as, oh, my TV heartthrob.
All
You understand?
Okay.
So you will get the messages of he's so this and that. But I know he's married, or I beg, I don't want trouble. Those kind of things. So apparently, it is one of the things that some producers look at because they want to be able to sell
Yeah, film.
the idea of this guy being accessible to their
Oh, to the
audience.
female audience.
Yeah.
Does that also
And-
happen with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, but
So how do you guys intend to balance that?
my dear, at the end of the
It's a
day,
question.
at the end of the day, right? Every career has a shelf life.
Sure.
One day to you,
I understand.
but then this is forever.
Yeah.
So you cannot, if you have to
Look at that.
look at that, then
To give us a job and not look at our talent that we can do it.
of which this girl is talented. Sha.
I know.
Of which this guy is talented.
Stop.
Stop it.
Oh,
And
Kind of to wrap up, what tips
tips do you have?
do you have for upcoming
Like-
couples?
People. So I think you should just like in terms try and see if you can hit the notes. So there are people who work in the same industry, but there are also people who don't work in the same industry, but they have careers and they need to balance the career. Then you have the people, the ones who are newlywed, the ones that just have kids. Like
They're just trying to match.
they've been
girl.
there are people in the stages you've been through already, So
what
how would you
tips?
advise them? What
Yeah.
what tips do you have for them?
I have one. He can hit every other one, but one. Talk about it first before you decide anything. You have to communicate and talk about. Yes, people will agree on something and change their mind eventually. Agreement is an agreement.
Until one person decides they're not in agreement.
So, but still, even if you decide that you're no longer in agreement with what you had an agreement about
Oh,
2
earlier.
months or 3 or 2 years ago,
Own it.
own it and talk
Be
about it.
honest about the fact that
And come out and talk about it. Be open. I don't know how people do it, but I'm very open financially too with my husband. I have to put everything on the table there so that we can both know, and he's open as well. Very open, as in more open than I am.
Okay.
And also happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
He gives me 10%
That's
of his
nice,
money.
man.
That is okay. Very happy. Oh, baby, it's true now.
So that's where the size is good. Nice.
That's what you want?
That's what
The
the
tight.
size is.
Yeah, that's what it
No,
is.
you pay tight, Sha. You still pay tight.
Yes.
But then, you would tight to,
Me.
Yes.
Madam.
To the temple.
To the temple. So for me, I feel like, as Rogba said, it's in, there are different stages, of relationships and everything. For people who are in the same industry, first of all, your business.
Okay.
Only put out stuff that you do not mind if people regurgitate.
Okay.
Protect your own at all times. Then, if they're both on-screen people, just inform each other. Keep that. Just constantly feed them with information per time.
Okay.
Oh, we're wrapping late. So this is where we're sleeping tonight, or we're walking through the night, or my flight has been moved. All those, just keep them informed. If you're hanging out with a bunch of people, let them know. Send images, do a video call, all of those things. To some people, it's like excessive, like I beg, what I.
But it's like an assurance.
It's just simple assurance
Yeah.
because we're human.
Yeah.
And she's super attractive. So, I mean, it helps that it helps that, she lets me know these things, even though naturally I am not a jealous person.
Okay.
I was raised by a beautiful woman. My sister, I grew up in, they're beautiful people. I mean, I've always been, but mad people are mad people.
Yeah.
And there are mad people everywhere.
Yeah.
So even if you're not the one who is trying to be silly, someone else will bring stupidity
Silliness.
into your space.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then because of her, I learned to do that as well.
Okay.
So I'm constantly updating. I'm constantly giving gist, And then for people who have a little human at home and they're both career people, first of all, the Lord is your strength.
Amen to that.
Secondly, the reason why you're doing these things is for that person.
Mm.
You understand? Because I want to be a house husband. I've been saying it forever. I've said it on Twitter, said it on Instagram. That's my ultimate plan. I want her to blow and start making mad
But
money.
before you are a
So
house
that-
husband, you'd have been a billionaire.
But then that yes, but if you do it,
You are a billionaire already.
Amen.
So you think yourself don't want soft life?
Hey, boy, you be doing soft life as house husband, but as a billionaire now.
it's not the let's So because one of the I enjoyed hanging out with my son. Like, he's fun, and I didn't have that growing up.
Okay.
So I want to be able to be the father who
It's present.
is very present and always there with his son. Then if you're not in the same industry, but then you guys are there for each other and blah 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 blah, truthfully, marriage is not easy.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So when people say, "Oh, marry your friend," it's not just a yarn. It's not cliche. It is the fact. Marry your friend. Because one day you wake up, look at this person, and be like,
I'm not sure if I love this
"Do you
person,
understand?"
but it's my home.
But when you understand. So when the excitement and the
Guys.
romance and the heat is not there,
Like you used to be.
The friendship,
like it used to be, then the friendship has to. You have to be able to fall back on that. And thankfully, this
It's your friend.
is my guy. Like,
Your guy.
she looks all, but she's not.
She's not right.
She's oh god.
I think I need
Like, I'm
to
fully entertained every day. Fully.
I've seen a couple on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
People,
couple in real
if you
life.
see the things that I go through in real life, thank God that she has the whatever to not post everything, because bruh,
Praise
they use
Jesus.
me catch trips.
Praise
Said,
Jesus.
I forgive you, babe.
You're welcome.
Wow.
But it's also a plus if you're in the same industry because you understand your
Yes.
work.
Oh yes, I forgot
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go and sit down there. Fam.
Naughty corner.
So because so coming into this space, it was like a whole new world. Like, I was like, that's where they be.
Yeah.
So it really helped that she was there to literally
Hold your hand.
hold my hand through it. This is my acting coach.
Uh-huh.
Like the first ever scene I ever did in my life.
Pause. Should we pause?
Oh boy. There's some things that see. I will
Profile
never say this
shots.
thing again in public because this is your
Profile
big head.
Profile shots.
Did you get it?
Yeah,
Do you
you get
understand?
it? Did you get it? The good side. Yeah.
She's actually a fantastic coach. Like I keep telling her that you need to start doing, master
Classes.
classes and start because this girl has she knows things, and it was important looking back now because I've only been in this for 4.5 years. People think I've been here for 10,
Longer.
And more, but 4.5 years. Now, first of all, because
You had the
the
support.
first ever scene that I shot, she actually drove over to my place, and said, "Okay,
Let's do this. Let's practice.
let me tell you a few things."
Mm.
And then we ran the lines, and I said, "No, take your pauses, see
And
this,
then-
do that." Blah, blah. So by the next day when it was time to shoot, I wasn't
You
as
were
freaked
natural.
out. I just gave them some damn new wet, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's important to just always have it at the back of your mind that look, it can be scary, it can be crazy, but if you're in the same industry, just keep it all on the table at all times.
Yeah. So tips. Let's give out. What did we learn? What did we learn from this episode?
A lot.
What exactly?
Learned a lot.
Yeah.
Learned a lot.
What exactly do you want to know?
Open up to each other.
Mm.
Don't keep secrets. Like I said earlier, your friend and help me now.
I was waiting. I have to wait. I have to wait.
Anytime.
We can land this plane. So I think from what we said, from what they've said, it's really important that first of all you guys understand that a career is temporal. It's for a short period of time. Your family, your marriage is gonna last a lot longer. So
Amen.
just prioritize, family first,
Yeah.
then you have the career. So understand that work no dey finish. You always have something to do. There will be deadline, there will be that. But your wife is there, your husband is there, your kids are there.
Make
You
out
need to
time.
make sure that you are feeding that, because one day the kids will grow, they will go. One day you and your
My
wife.
son doesn't want to go.
That's story for another
Calm
day.
down.
He says, I have to leave. I said, you will. He said, I don't want to.
You will want to.
You want
You will want to. So there's that on the one hand, and then consistent communication in marriage. We can't overemphasize
That's
that.
on that.
Understanding that you need to separate things. Work is work, family is family.
Yeah.
Don't let that spill in unnecessarily. It's not.
No
it's
matter
not
your
even-
career.
Whether you
Just-
work in the same industry,
or
you don't
not,
work in the.
yeah.
Then, like Ibrahim said, it's not a big deal. Your wife is any more than you. It's a phase. It's life. It will happen. Tomorrow you are any more than her. It's a phase. It's life. You guys are partners. Work together.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're doing everything together, and it will all be fine. I mean, like we said at the beginning of everything, we don't know everything,
Yeah.
but this is what has worked for us. So
I was going to say that one of the things that we learned from both of you is that,
You learned something.
wait,
We were listening now.
First, no?
is that, when income fluctuates, because now I'm earning more than she was earning more than I was, blah, blah, blah. I'm hoping that when it dips, sugar mommy, come on. So what I'm saying is, we learn from you guys that it's okay. You understand? As long as, everybody understands that it's a process and it's a phase.
It's life.
It's
It's marriage.
So before we go, we'd like to. We want to do a quick challenge. You know what? Let the ladies just pick. So who should challenge you?
Okay, how do we know? How do we decide?
No, you guys just pick. I pick Bill. Bill is going to challenge. From our team. She's just going to. So you guys pick. Who do you want to take this challenge? It's completely
We're
lyrics.
gonna fail woefully.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'll both fail.
Okay.
So you might represent their team.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
So content, first song.
Last. Burna Boy.
What? I don't even know.
Wait, let's hear now.
What's that? Last, everybody go chop breakfast.
Exactly. Do you know it at all?
Last, start now.
Oh yeah, start it. So at which point you pause it for us to now continue?
I don't know this. I literally don't know this.
Last.
That's That's the only line I know.
Now everybody go chop breakfast. Shayo.
They were already
that's
finished.
the
Shy.
end.
This was shy.
What did she say?
Shayo.
I said Shayo now.
Okay,
I
sorry.
said Shayo.
Okay, so 1-1.
You can record.
Already going. So whiskey dojo Legba. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go.
Ni oju elegba o, they know my story. I dey come from get.
Oh wow. Wow.
I dey pass you the also to chop.
I know get me and you like I know one story.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe whiskey will.
Wow.
I damaged the song.
So that's 0-0 on that. My God. That's deep.
So one more song.
One more song, one more song.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker song. BTS, give us a song. That's too slow. Okay, Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. Let's go.
That lie.
Sorry.
You start it. Start the song.
Gotta make a change.
Huh?
No, okay, I don't know that part. The chorus. I want you to sing the chorus.
I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Ooh. I'm telling him to change his ways. And no one's gonna dance the winner. And in the world a better place. Take it to yourself and make the change. I got it now. I got it.
Now, some parts I say, I'm asking to. No, man. There's no such thing as a man. So thank you very much for playing that. We obviously have a very strange tie, and apparently you both don't know lyrics. It's what it is.
Have you ever told anybody where you really know? Yes. Several times. Like at the beginning, we saw stuff people that no, we didn't meet on. After we were just like,
You know what? We met on Tuesday.
let's just say that I could.
Oh, shut up.
Is that for rolling?
We are not rolling.
Bloopers. Don't forget.
I think I gave it to.
Is this past 2?
Yeah, so we need to.
Yeah, you need to go.
Need to
Okay.
wrap it up.
Even she needs to go. Okay.
Need to wrap it up.